All right, good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back. Hopefully everybody's excited on this lovely Tuesday. Well, it's still early in the week, huh? Still trying to get used to the weekend. Okay, just got a couple of good stocks making some big moves. Going to check them out. Talk a little about what's going on. I'm telling you, I'm not really that impressed what's going on today, but we'll cover some of that. But let me just see if everybody can hear loud and clear. Just see if everybody can see everything. Everybody can see the screen okay? Good. Good to see you, Deborah. Good to see you, Phil, Chuck, Gene, everyone. All right, perfect. Well, anyway, we did phase 3 yesterday, and like I said yesterday when we did our morning meeting, Mondays are not always the greatest days. You know what I mean? When you come back from a weekend, it was gorgeous this weekend. Probably one of the nicest weekends, basically the whole summer. We're having a really hot heat wave here in New York, so I don't know if people still stayed there because I'm looking at this morning. I'm not really seeing as much as I would like, but there are a couple of stocks that just popped their nose, like Gene. We're going to check that one out, but there's a lot of earnings. I think a lot of people are waiting for the earnings coming out. I know that Amazon's coming out. I know that Google's coming out. I know a lot of them are a little concerned about the big tech stocks that are coming out right now. So going on this week with earnings announcements. So we'll see how that pans out. So I think we're getting a little bit of sitting on the sidelines. A couple of the stocks also, we've been talking about the Chinese stocks, all about the EDU stocks, the education stocks. They got crushed yesterday. They were pretty fun in the morning. They had some good volatility. Just be very careful. People still thinking, oh, maybe there's a bottom fish, whatever it is. I don't trust any of them, so be very, very careful when it comes to that. All right, so anyway, let's talk about what happened yesterday because there were a couple of good stocks, and actually, some of them are pretty nice that I might want to put them back on the watch list for this morning. I want to start off with BTBT. So BTBT was actually a really nice stock yesterday going into the close. Around 12:30, you could see the stock went from 570, shot all the way up to about 925. Now, everybody here knows who's in my phase 3. We trade this stock. We did really, really well. And I don't want to give up, for some of you that want to be a student or like, what did you cover? I'm just going to tell you this. You can't go broke taking profits. And if you missed phase 3 yesterday, the morning one was okay. The afternoon, I think you learned a lot to realize that the goal is you got to meet your number, make your day's pay, and that's it. And you could see like we met there, we went back, we made it there, we broke half, we made it there. So it was a very good lesson to learn, and BTBT was obviously one of them. Another one, NCTY, was also same thing. Stock we traded yesterday went from 950 all the way up to about 1350. Okay, same thing. Had a nice couple of shakes. We didn't have to trade too much shares to make it worth our while. But once again, can't go broke taking profits. So make sure you watch that. But those were two really nice stocks that made some big moves. And then obviously, with what happened with Bitcoin, Riot made a little bit of a pop. But look at the intraday chart, and look what happened after right around 3:30. Thing just literally just got crushed. Stopped from 34 down to 32. And then obviously Mara is the same thing. These are all the blockchains that trade side by side with it. They're trying to make a little bit of comeback. They were up pretty big yesterday due to Bitcoin making a little bit of a rally. But you know what? These stocks are always in play. They're starting to talk a little bit more about Bitcoin, what's going on. So we'll keep an eye on these stocks also. We're going to throw these in the watch list too. Now, regarding about what's moving this morning, there were a couple of good stocks I did like. Like I told you, this one just came out of nowhere, which is the Gene. You could see right here, just made a really nice little move right here around, almost right at 9 o'clock, but like 8:35, ran from like 367 all the way to about 480. I was checking on level 4 though, and there was a lot of orders coming in here. I don't know if this is a fake breakout. It looks like to me personally, but there was no one out here. And then all of a sudden, here comes all the orders. They start showing up, and now they started pushing the stock back down. So, it's moving. It's got good volume, 1.3 million shares. But like I told you, I'm very, very skeptical this morning. I'm not really finding that much out there. So we got we also found this morning in pre-market, EYEG. It's up 108%. It's up $3, but it gapped up very big. And if you look how much it gapped up, even at 4:30 this morning, actually around 7 o'clock this morning, it was almost high as 8. It already dropped about almost $2. So, it's got good support levels here. Do I have the buyers here? I gotta with my mouse. It's so hard when you have monitors and you move your mouse around, you kind of get lost in the shuffle. But we're gonna check that one out. Let me just loading up the data. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of buyers right here. I mean, nothing spectacular. There's a big seller right here for 11, 16,000. Not really my forte. 8 million share stock. We'll put it on the B list. OSAT, another one. We traded the stock. It had a nice little move a couple of weeks ago. It ran from like 6 to about 14. It was done really well. To me, it was like more of a short squeeze. She gapped up a little bit in the morning at 7 a.m. She ran to 8:40. She came back to 7. You know what? Not really what we're looking for. We're looking for trends. OGEN, a little bit better of a push. It is under $1. I'm not a fan of trading anything under $1, because now you do the pennies and everything else. We'll put it on the C list. All right. I'm telling you, I'm not really seeing that much. I'll keep an eye on EDU. We're getting some good movement, good volatility here. I'll keep an eye on all the other ones that we had. Was EDU? GOTU is another one. TAL was another one. These are all the stocks that obviously made some big moves due to that. And if you're watching this for the first time, China announced that they want to make all their education companies nonprofits, whatever the hell that means. Okay. But it really didn't work too well for those stocks. So we'll keep an eye on it. Grant's saying the BT is making a good trend. Yeah, it is. Let me bring it back up there. BT is making a nice trend. It's probably the better of all of them. If you go into 2-day chart, just be very careful because you got the resistance levels around $8. All right. And that's where I'm going to be focused on. You can see the guy just kind of he came out there. You can see all the big orders out here at 8 already. One big guy just showed up here for about 15,000 shares, something like that. All right. Pretty big iceberg order right there. But it looks like it's making a little bit of a Fausto flag. So that's the good part of it. All right, everyone. Anything I missed I did not call out? I'm not going crazy. I didn't trade this morning any pre-markets because I didn't really like anything that was out there. And you know what? That happens. You know what I mean? You don't have to throw good money after bad money. If it's there, it's there. If it's not there, don't go crazy. But keep an eye on like a lot of these tech stocks. Google's making a big run. You look at AMC. It's still holding there pretty strong. Just keep an eye and see what these big tech stocks come up. All right, so we pretty much got that. Chuck says, what the DY? What'd you have? The DYAI had a nice little pop on that. It's shortable. Yeah, okay, so that's good to know. Listen, not every stock is shortable. If the broker only can lend you what they have, if someone else took the stock, I mean, you can't. But if you got the short, that's pretty good. Good for you. All right, guys. So listen, we got class today. We have class today, phase 3. So we're going to do the morning, afternoon, and then obviously we'll be back here at 2:30 for the afternoon meeting. So if you're watching YouTube, Facebook Live, we'll find something else. Just it's the summertime. Be careful. Don't get too cocky. But there's no better time to learn than now because we all know September, October, November are the best months to trade. You want to learn the best times. You want to learn on the slow times. But we'll see how these earnings come out. We've got Bitcoin down at 1,100. Dow's down 90. Big deal. All right, guys. We'll be back. Let's get ready for the market to open up, and we'll pick up once things go on. Everyone else, be safe, and we'll see you soon.